Welcome back and thanks for tuning into India Today and staying with us right here. A massive terror surge has been reported in the valley. 5 attacks have been reported in the last 6 days alone. In Anantnag, a soldier was martyred while 2 Jaish terrorists were completely eliminated in an early morning gun battle. The slain terrorists were identified as Jaish commander Sajjad Bhatt and his aide Tausif. The encounter is second in a series of attacks in the valley in the past 2 days. 2 other soldiers who were injured in an IED blast in Pulwama earlier also succumbed to their injuries. So far in the year 2019, a total of 11 Jawans have been martyred while 17 terrorists have been eliminated during anti-terror operations in the valley. That's the terror surge in Jammu and Kashmir that we're talking about. 5 terror attacks in 6 days itself. Shuja is joining us for the very latest on the phone line. Shuja, in 2019, we are seeing this massive terror surge take place in the valley as well. 11 Jawans lost their lives. 17 terrorists have been eliminated as well. When will this particular terror issue be tackled by the Home Minister? What is the timeline looking at? Because this looks like something that requires attention on war footing.
Well, yes, there have been massive developments in terms of the anti-militancy operations that have happened in the valley over the past few days. We're looking at close to 10 security forces personnel also losing their lives in last 1 week in itself. A big development that has taken place is Sajjad Maqbool Bhatt, who he was one of the wanted militants who was involved in the Pulwama attack on the CRPF convoy in February this year, has also been killed today. So overall, there is an intensified effort already being made by the security forces. But at the same time, like I was mentioning, a huge cost is also being paid in terms of the lives lost. It is only logical that a lot of people are pointing fingers as to what exactly was the policy of the state central government towards Kashmir, because since the new government has taken place, we haven't really heard much from particularly the Home Minister. So in that regard, the visit of the Home Minister, the first visit of Home Minister, is going to be crucial. All eyes will be on it because it will also define the kind of policy that the centre will have towards dealing with Kashmir.
Oh, absolutely. We're still going to wait and watch to see the Home Minister's plan of action as far as the valley is concerned. But 5 attacks, Shuja, and that's a huge number because this is 5 attacks in the last 6 days itself.
Absolutely, it is a huge number, and the kind of lives that have been lost also is in itself an indicator over the ground realities in Kashmir. That's why, like I was mentioning, it's important to understand what kind of policy will the centre have towards dealing with Kashmir. We've heard many kind of voices coming in. Earlier, a lot of people used to say that there was only one kind of viewpoint coming forward from the central government. Whether there'll be any change in that viewpoint or in terms of dealing with the state of Jammu and Kashmir, that's exactly what we'll have to wait and see.
Absolutely. Thanks much, Shuja ul Haq. Continue to stay with us right there. We will come back to you for all the very latest that is happening in the valley. In the meanwhile, India has paid tribute to Major Ketan Sharma, who died while fighting terrorists in Anantnag yesterday. A young army officer killed by Pakistani terrorists. India will never forget. Major Sharma joined the Indian Army Sikh Light Infantry as a lieutenant in the year 2012. He joined 19 Rashtriya Rifles Sikh Light Infantry as a part of counter-insurgency operations in Jammu and Kashmir. Major Sharma was laid to rest with ceremonial honours. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Army Chief Bipin Rawat were in attendance. Manish Pandey joining us for the very latest on this. Army Chief honouring the Braves' hearts right there. Manish, it's the last salute right there. Sharma.
Well, he has made the supreme sacrifice for this country, and the family is in shock. But it's the family is in a state of shock, and right now there are no words to express the grief of the family. His son, Major Ketan Sharma, he has made the supreme sacrifice for this country, and now the army is honouring the honoring Ketan Sharma at this point of time. Now, also there are locals who have gathered here, the senior officials of the Indian Army. They are here. Top persons of Meerut, where his residence is, they are here to pay the last tribute to this man who made his supreme sacrifice for the country.
All right, Manish, thanks much for joining us right there. There you go. The Braveheart died fighting terrorists. He was martyred in Anantnag, and those are the visuals of the last salute with full honors. The terror attack in Pulwama that left 40 of our CRPF personnel dead has finally been avenged. Jaish Commander Sajjad Bhatt and Tausif Bhatt have been killed in an encounter in Anantnag. Sajjad owned the vehicle that was used to attack the CRPF convoy in Pulwama in February, and in another attack in Anantnag as well. Tausif was Sajjad's handler and co-conspirator of the attacks on security forces. He was the last surviving perpetrator of the 14th February Pulwama attack. With his killing, all attackers of the gruesome IED strike have been killed. That's a massive blow coming in for Jaish, but a big win as far as the security forces of India are concerned for our Jawans, as well as we've gone ahead and avenged the Pulwama attack, given the fact that after these deaths, he was the last surviving perpetrator of 14th February Pulwama attack, as I was saying earlier. With this killing, all the attackers of the gruesome IED strike now stand to be killed. The terror attack in Pulwama left 40 CRPF personnel dead. India has finally managed to avenge them. That's a huge shot in the arm coming in for the country, for our armed forces as well. Jaish Commander Sajjad Bhatt is who we are talking about, and Tausif Bhatt have been killed in an encounter in Anantnag in the valley. Sajjad, in fact, as I was saying earlier, owned the vehicle that was used to attack the CRPF convoy in Pulwama in February that killed 40 of our CRPF Jawans, and in another attack in Anantnag as well. Tausif was Sajjad's handler and co-conspirator of the attack on the security forces. Shuja ul Haq joining us for the very latest. Shuja, with this killing, all the attackers of the IED strike have been killed. India has finally been able to avenge the attack that was made and that left 40 of our CRPF Jawans martyred.
Well, that's right. The encounter that took place today in Anantnag, it has resulted in the two militants being killed, and one of them is Sajjad Maqbool Bhatt. He is believed to be one of the conspirators, or rather the perpetrators of Pulwama attack that had taken place earlier this year. Now, it is, during the investigation, it was revealed that it was his vehicle which was actually used for that car blast. So there was a lookout already on his name. He had ever since then joined Jaish-e-Mohammed and was active in other sort of attacks as well. So the police is saying that they have, this is a huge development that they have made by making sure that he was eliminated. So with him, all those people who had basically, as per the police investigation, been part of the team which has actually carried out that attack, have been killed now. So huge development there coming in place.
Shuja, thanks much for joining us with the very latest on this.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.